everyone, we're back again, American Tank Ace. This is going to be mission 3 on Vassal. This is Jamos. Our first two missions were attacks and we succeeded. We just faced infantry, which was pretty easy. So this will be our next battle. So we're going to get our orders here. So we first select our ammo. Always do that first before you see who you're going against. I want to load a Willie P, white phosphorus. I just do that. Okay, so I'm going to load, I think 4 and 3 worked last time. I don't think I'm going to face too many. Actually, I'm going to do a 5 and 3, I'm sorry. 5 AP, and I'm going to load 3 HE. Because I have a feeling my luck against infantry is going to run out, and I'm going to face some tanks. Now this is our third week or so, at least the third mission. I'm going to unbutton my driver, unbutton my commander, so I don't have negative modifiers. I'll leave my assistant driver buttoned up. I still have my gunner maintenance skill and my loader maintenance skill. Haven't suffered a stoppage yet, but if I do, I can ignore one. Alright. So we did that, we loaded up. Now we gotta roll for a mission on A1. Charts. A1. Alright, so it's still June 44. We have not hit July yet. Going to roll a 2d6, and I roll a 8. It's another attack. Boy, they are wanting us to attack and attack and attack. These little Shermans, I hope they can handle these. Alright, so one thing we want to hope is we don't end up with infantry close. Okay, so mission type again is attack. Enter ATTACK. Alright. Now we roll for weather. 2d6. Ooh, mud. This is going to be a tight one. This is going to be a hard one. Mud, you can get immobilized really easy. So we right click on that and click mud. And +1 HE fire on chart B2, which isn't too bad. HE isn't used that much. But I'm going to go to notes and I'm going to say mission 3. Mission 3 mud. I'm not gonna say mud, mud. Mud +1 HE. Just to remind myself. Save. Alright, so now we have to go back to the chart just to reference. We roll for weather. Now we gotta roll for terrain on A5. So I go to A5. And we roll 1d6. It's still June, July 44. So 1, 2, 3 is a bocage. 4, 5, 6 is woods are open. Let's hope we roll a high. 5 woods. Alright, so woods adds another AG +1 and a +1 to MG attack, and we start at medium range. So that means notes. Mud, and I'm going to just put woods. That means I have +2 HE, +1 MG. Alright. Let's save that. Because it's +1 for woods and +1 for mud on that high explosive. Alright, so now we roll. Yeah, let's close this. And we'll say we are in the woods. And let's open this back up. And now we have to roll for enemy forces on A4. June 44. Alright, so it's 2d6. And we roll A7. That is 1 AT gun and 2 infantry. Not too bad. Probably going to fire that Willie P at the AT and keep him suppressed until I take out the infantry. We'll see. So 1 AT and 2 infantry. Now what type of AT we have? We have to roll 1d10 to see that. Roll 1d10 and we roll a 3. It's only a pack 38. 50 millimeter pack 38. So we go to pieces. German units. Anti-tank. Pack 38. Its penetration is 6. And still equal to our penetration, so at least for our turret. So we hope that it at least hits the turret. Probably want to go hold down against this. Well, then again, I'm thinking we're in mud. Probably not going to move too much. Probably going to stay at medium. Just because moving in mud is very easily you can get immobilized. Could go long, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So we have 2 infantry, so let's roll for infantry on A6. 1d6. See what kind of infantry we have. And it's Workmuck, so just regular German infantry. Let's close this. So we're just going to Workmuck 2 of those. Alright, so that is our forces. So now let's roll where these guys are going to go. We'll assign 1 to him. Pack 38. 1d6. It's a 4. He's center, so we can fire right on him right away. The infantry is in 6. One of them. The other is in 1. So they are spread out. Both of these are dug in because we're playing attack. So we put a dug in counter on them. Alright, so kind of progressing pretty good in this game if you're learning. We haven't faced any tanks yet, but we faced plenty of infantry and now we faced our first AT gun, which is good for learning. May not be good for me. Alright, so that's basically it. We placed everything on the battle board. So now we go to the beginning of turn 1, which is an attack. So we're not doing an assault, so we don't have artillery. So the enemy fires first. So let's place our tanks. He starts out in open country, and he starts out at medium range because we're in the woods. He has Willie P loaded. He is open. So now we need to roll to see if these guys target us. They target us on a 1. So I roll 1d6. He does not. AT gun. 1d6. He does not. Infantry 1d6. He does not. Alright, so the first turn I cannot fire on AT gun. AT guns are hidden first turn, so I have 2 commands and 2 actions. So I think my first command action will be to turn the turret. Do I want to move? I don't want to move to hold down. I mean, I'd like to because then he could only hit my turret. But if I move to hold down, I have to roll 2 times on this chart, and I'll show you the chart. It's one of these. Not that one. This one. Yeah. So 2 through 5, I'm immobilized. I'm not buttoned up, but still. That is almost a 50-50 chance. Like 60-40 chance, or 40-60 chance of being immobilized. And I would not want to do that. I mean, I could try it, but now if I'm immobilized, I'm not sure in the rules. You roll this last, so I would assume that I'm hold down first. But still, it's only a 5 through 6 on hold down. So I could be still stuck in the open and I could be immobilized. Not a good thing if I want to retreat. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do, I can't fire Willie P against him because I can't fire on him. So what do I want to do? I will turn my turret and fire, I guess. Hate to waste a turn though. Or an action, I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe I'll just machine gun him. Alright, so I'm going to turn my turret. Go here, I'm going to turn my turret right. And that is part of the fire action. And I'm going to issue a fire with WP. Alright, so smoke starts to occur in C. So I put zone C. And the shell hits. Let's see if it hits these guys. I at least suppress them. So you go to your main gun, always main gun, no matter what type of ammo you use. We're medium range, so it's 2 through 6. We are in the woods. I don't think that's a modifier for me. I think it might be for my machine gun. So 2 through 6 is a hit. Straight up, no modifiers. The smoke doesn't go into effect till after it hits. So 2d6. Oh, that sucks. 9. That's too high. But I do suppress them. So that's the only good thing that happened out of that. So we put a suppress counter on him. He does acquire me. That means he's going to try to fire on me. So am I going to button up? He can't really hit me. I mean, he's got a +2, +1 for the woods. It's going to have like a +3 to hit. I'm not going to button up yet. I'm just going to kind of sacrifice my second turn because I can only fire once my turret is turned. You can't turn your turret and fire twice in the same turn. Same round, I should say, not turn. Alright, so that is my end of my action. Me done. And now they've already went this round, so now we roll on the event B9. So go chart, event, B9, it's a 2d6, and it's a 6, no event. So we are good there. So now we're going to go to the subsequent rounds. Alright, so now we degrade smoke. So I just click this little button here, and it will remove suppression. So that suppression really didn't do anything, because they are not suppressed anymore. Maybe I should have buttoned up. We will see. I am not sure if that was smart or not to stay unbuttoned. Alright, so we go first anyway. So I can fire on him, or I could turn my turret to fire on the pack 38. Oh, I forgot to reload, I'm sorry. When you fire, you automatically reload. So I'll reload at HE. That's it for that. If I turn fire on him and I miss, at least I suppress him. He can fire back, but he's gonna get a +1. I don't know if that's a great thing or not. I think I'll leave him alone. I think I'm going to fire on him twice. Maybe I should fire on him with my machine gun. Yeah, I'm going to fire on him with my coaxial. So my turret's already turned. I'm going to fire on him with the coaxial machine gun. So that is on chart. This one, B2. Machine gun against infantry. And it's a 2d6. We got a +1 for smoke. We got +1 for woods. So it's +2. I am not buttoned up. He is not suppressed. Does not have a step loss. Okay, so it's a +2. Check that again, make sure. Yes. And that is a 4 plus 2 is 6. That is a 1 plus suppress. So the machine gun does its damage. He loses a step loss and he's suppressed. Now, if I turn my turret, it will not, I cannot fire again. Not with my main gun anyway. Or my coaxial. But I could fire my 50 caliber from my commander on the Pac 38. Technically the 50 caliber should be able to fire to any zone, but I'm following the rules. I can only fire in the zone apparently that I'm facing, so I can only fire this way. 50 really should have no zone restriction where it fires. But we're not going to do that, so the coaxial did fire. I need to mark off an ammo on that, sorry. So coaxial fired. So now we're down to 3. Now the 50, which is the AMG. If I fire again on them, which I'm going to do, same modifiers. Nothing new, nothing special. Still infantry chart with the 50 caliber. Alright, so let's roll this. 2d6. Ooh, snake eyes. 2 step loss. I actually have 1 plus S suppression. So you add 2 because I have a +1 for smoke and I have a +1 for woods and a +1 for dug in. I forgot the +1 for dug in, so the other one would have been actually just to suppress. So I forgot to do that. So he does not have a step loss. He was just suppressed. I can't undo this for some reason. Should allow you to do that, but it doesn't. So let's just say he's just suppressed. But the one I just rolled, the 1D, that was definitely a snake eyes. And that is definitely a 1 plus S. Okay, so now he does lose a step loss. He gets another suppress, which kills him. So we are going to remove him. Delete, delete, delete. He is gone. Alright, that's the end of my turn. I am still exposed. I didn't button up. Let's see if these guys fire on me. No one. Oh, they do. So they acquire me as a target. Now this is where this is going to get sticky because if they button me up, we can get injured. My driver and I. So let's see what they roll on. They roll on a chart. They are infantry firing on my tank. So they get a +1 for the woods. I don't think there's any other modifier. Nope. So it's a +1. So as long as they don't get a 2 or a 3, we're okay. If they get a 2 or a 3, we're buttoned up. That is not good. So let's see. 8. They do not. 8 plus 1 is 9. They do not hit us. So we are okay. But they will start firing on us from now on. May want to button up. I think I may be able to take them out next turn. We'll see how this goes. If this guy targets us, we're in trouble. So the pack 38. Roll. Nope. 3. So he's busy doing something else. So that is the end of the turn. We have to roll for event check. So we go to the chart on B9 and 2d6. So 2d6 is a 11. That is DE1 random GE vehicle. Well, since there is no GE vehicles, we do not do anything. So it's basically no effect. It would have been good if it was an AT gun or infantry, but it's not. Alright, so that's the end of that turn. So now we're on turn 3. Degrade smoke and suppression. So smoke goes away. I do have HE loaded. I have my turret turned this way, so I have to turn my turret. I'm going to go all the way over here because I want to take this guy out. I'm going to leave him alone and just hope that he doesn't see us. Sometimes hoping is the best course in this game. So we're going to go back to the tank board, and my first action is to turn my turret all the way to the left. Gunner left. Gunner fire. Alright. HE's coming in. Load HE. He's loaded HE. Maybe I should have loaded a. I could technically load Willie P. I just can't fire again. Well, I can't fire again anyways. The reason I'm thinking about loading Willie P instead of HE is, I mean, it takes longer for him to load this, but it doesn't matter because you only can, when you load off the ready rack, the rule is you can only load one, you only fire once. Well, I already fired, so I can't fire again this round, but I can load off the ready rack. They do give you enough time to do that. If I load Willie P, which I think I'm going to do, I'm going to use, because my next round is going to go towards the AT gun with Willie P. And that'll shield me from him attacking, because eventually he's going to attack. So I got Willie P loaded. I did just fire AP on this infantry. He's at least going to be suppressed. Let's go to the charts. And we are on top one, medium range. 2 through 6 is a hit. There's no smoke. There's no rain. It's woods. It's muddy, but it's not. That doesn't help anybody. So we're not buttoned up. All right, so it's just a straight 2d6. Roll low. 4. It's a hit. All right, so the hit, of course, infantry causes 1 step loss and also suppresses them. So they are reduced and suppressed. So they will not fire on me next. They will, if they fire on me, they will fire on me next turn. I mean their turn. But it will be. They're going to have some modifiers. So this guy at the roll. So wait. I can't fire again. I could button up. Could fire my whole gun on him. But then he's going to target me. So no, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to burn my turn. I'll burn my turn. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so it's their turn. So he's firing on me. He is suppressed, so and a step loss, so that's a +2. Let's see, it's a +2. He is suppressed. That's if I was firing on him with a machine gun. He is suppressed, and it's mud and woods. Oh, I didn't know he got a modifier for mud. So it's a +2. I may have messed that up earlier. I'll check it, see my earlier shots, and I'll mark that out. I don't think it made a difference because when I rolled a 2, I'm pretty sure even with a 5, it was still a 1+S. So I don't think it affected the outcome, but it's hard to remember all these modifiers. So it's +2 plus, he has a step loss, so that's +3, and he's suppressed, so that's +4. So that's a +4 to his 2 hit. So 2d6 plus 4 is a 9 plus 4. And it's way over. He doesn't do a stoppage. The enemy cannot jam weapons. Their weapons do not jam. So he definitely missed. Alright, so now we need to roll for the AT gun to see if he spots me on a 1. And of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Right before I'm going to fire smoke at him, he says, hey, look at that tank over there. Alright, so he's going to fire on me, and I have no defense against this. This may be a short mission. Oof. Alright, so he's medium range. He's 2d6 to hit. It is not raining. It is not suppressed. I am not hold down, which I should be. Probably should have tried to go hold down even if I would have went. Even at the possibility of going, I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it. But maybe I should have tried because my armor was better. Because right now, if he hits me, hits my hull, he hits a 5. If he hits my turret, it's okay. I think a 1 and 2 hits turret, 3 through 6 is a hull. So we'll see what he hits. If he hits, we'll see first. Alright, so he rolls a 2d6, or 2 through 6 hits. There is no modifiers. He is not suppressed. No other modifiers that I can think of. Not buttoned up. He's an enemy. I'm not hold down, and it's not raining. So straight roll. Of course, he rolls a 5. That's a hit. So we did get hit. This is the first time we've gotten hit, guys, by AT fire. So, does the hit... So you say, after getting hit, roll 1d6 shooting at the front armor target. 1 through 2 is turret armor. 3 through 6 is a hull armor. So if I was hold down, it would all go to the turret. So let's just hope it hits the turret. Roll a 1 or a 2. Of course he rolls a 4. So he hits a hull. So his penetration is 6. I have an armor of 5 on my hull. His penetration is higher than my hull. We are dead, boys. We are dead. Unless I roll snake eyes or a 3, we are dead. There is no modifiers that I can think of. Nope. Medium range, there's no modifier. Penetration. So he does have 6 still. Or 7, I'm sorry. I mean 6. And that's better than my hull. APCR, no. Well, EP, no. Alright, so it's a straight. If we don't roll a 2 or 3, we are destroyed. This mission is not going to be a success. Let's roll. Oh my god! Look at that! Look at that! Snake eyes! What are the chances? I should go to Vegas right now. I need to go buy some lottery tickets. I really do. Tonight I'm buying lottery tickets. I swear to God. Super Lotto, the Mega Millions, Powerball, we're all going down with it. Alright, so that is amazing. Ineffective. It bounced off my hull. Now, I'm not totally out of the woods, but at least I'm not dead. I still, in fact, sorry, I had to put this on there. You acquired me. I still have to roll for shock. Well, I am shocked. So my next turn, I'm only going to get one action because I'm shocked. And since his penetration is greater than armor, and I'm going to bring this up. I know I'm bringing up. No, I don't know what happened to that. There it is. I'm going to bring this up, and we have to roll for spalling. Basically, we're hit with a main gun or AT round, which is AT greater than armor, but not penetrated. Is the crew injured? Okay, so now we got to roll 1d6, and if we get a 1 and a 2 because armor was greater than penetration, if we get a 1 or 2, we have to roll on this chart. And that is not good because that means somebody is injured. So we can close this. So 1 or 2. Don't roll high, roll high, roll high. Oh! Just when I thought I had such good luck with that, and I roll a 2. So somebody is injured. So now we need to roll on this chart. And this is just a man-made chart that somebody brought. I mean, it's in the rule book. It just wasn't in a chart, so it's just easier to look at this. So we rolled a 1. So 1 and 2, it's me. 3, it's gunner. 4, it's a loader. 5, it's driver. 6, it's assistant driver. Let's roll a 6. So he doesn't do much anyways. I don't want to get. Don't roll 1 and 2. Don't roll a 1 and 2. Don't roll a 1 and 2. If I say it 3 times, it won't happen, right? Oh no! No! Oh! Oh, the ricochet of the shell has injured me. So now I gotta roll on the crew injury chart. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Alright. So now what chart is that? Wound chart! Yay! You haven't seen this before. Let's roll a 2 through an 8, baby. I do not want to. Any B result color, which I have, that's for buttoned up. So we're not buttoned up. That it wasn't. We have to make a wound check. I mean, that's just the rule. It's called spalling. It's basically the insides of the tank from being hit injured me. Let's roll a 2 through an 8. Let's not roll 11 or 12 or it's mission over. This has all come down to one die roll. That's what's so crazy about this game. If I roll 11 or 12, the campaign and the mission is over. If I roll a 9 or a 10, we can back out because I think the loader takes over driving and he backs out. He can only do one action per turn, but he takes over as a commander. I'm sorry, and he backs out. So let's roll. Roll low, roll low, roll low. 8. Whew. Just a light wound. Now basically what a light wound means on my commander is it doesn't cause you to go hold down though. I mean buttoned up. But he does get a light wound. You can't see it because of that. I don't know how to separate that from the other one. It's kind of dumb. Really? That's a bug. I mean, just because I have stamina there. Oh, I do have stamina, but I can't shake off a light wound. So I did have stamina, so the good thing was, even if I would have got a serious wound or a KIA, I could have downgraded it to a serious wound, and if I got a serious wound, I could downgrade it to a light wound. So I really had better chances than I thought. But I only have a light wound. You can't see it, so it won't toggle, or I can't. I turn off stamina? Yeah, let's just turn off stamina. We just remember that we have stamina. Let's move that to the right, and let's, no, no. The way they did it, I don't like the way they did it. It should be on this, not on the marker. I don't understand that, why that did that. So if I add stamina back, it's going to overwrite the light wound. Watch. So if I turn it back off, let's just remember that we have stamina. I don't like that. I don't think I have a counter that has light wound on it. Maybe I do. Nope. See, I need to add that. So what I'll probably end up doing is modifying this. I'll take the light wound counter and move it to the markers. So we can just add, so I can add light wounds and serious wounds and KIAs as I needed to. We are shocked. That means, like I said, we only have one action next turn, but since I have a light wound, I can only do one action anyways. I can't use any of my skills. Well, I can always use stamina because that's a saving skill, so that's kind of the exception to the rule. But yeah, I don't like that. You should have a light wound on here. I don't like the way that works, but that's okay. I mean, that's just a nitpicking on whoever designed this. It's not a big deal. Alright, guys. Well, now I'm wounded. Doesn't really affect much, except that I can only do one thing this next turn. We're not done with the turn yet. So he fired on me. I got a light wound. I'm still alive. We could back out, but if we back out, well, since somebody's wounded, if you back out, you can't just back out of a mission. Back out, what I mean by back out is you move to long range and then the next turn you move to off the map. You can do that if you're wounded, if anybody's wounded. That is legal, and it just counts as a failure, and you have no detrimental effect to promotions. So we could do that. I could just do that for failure. Sometimes discretion is a better part of valor. Or I could turn my turret and fire on him with Willie P. He would have to add a +2 to all his die rolls from then on. He would be suppressed, so he'd have like a +3. I don't know. I'm just thinking of my next turn. For now, let's roll for an event. B9. 2d6. 10 again. German mortar attack. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Since I'm not buttoned up, this is going to hurt. Alright, so German mortar attack is basically a HE attack on me and on my tank with a -1 modifier. It's not on here, but it's, believe me, that's the rule. It's -3 if it was artillery. So basically you're rolling a, you want to roll a 6 or better, or I am buttoned up and then I have to roll again for me and the driver for wounds. Well, there's a possibility we get wounds. It's a force buttoned up. Forces enemy tank to button up. A player receive B result. Must check for possible wounds. Alright, so let's just hopefully roll a 5 or 6 or greater on this roll so we do not get wounded again. And we roll a 10. -1 is a 9. Mortar is ineffective. Alright, so we're done with the event. So now we're on a subsequent round. We degrade smoke and suppression, so he's not suppressed anymore. He still has a step loss. What am I going to do? I only have one turn to do something. If I move backwards, I'm going to turn right and fire Willie P. If I don't destroy him, I'm probably gonna retreat, because that'll give me a +2 defense against him, plus it'll suppress him, so that'll give me a +3 on his attack. So that would be very good, helpful for me not getting hit again. So we're gonna do, I only have one command because I'm in shock and I have a light wound, so I can never get more than one command on this rest of this mission. So I'm just gonna move the shock because it doesn't matter. Alright, so we are going to turn our turret center. That's part of the fire command, that's one command. And I'm going to tell the guy to fire. Here's Willie P. And I'm going to say load HE. Alright, so now that goes into zone B, area B. Loaded there. Alright. So, that is that. Now let's see if we hit him. Now this smoke doesn't go into effect till after I shoot, so it is a straight die roll on the medium range, 2 through 6. I'm wounded, but there's no, I don't think there's any wounded. I'm not firing anyway. It's the gunner. We're not buttoned up. It is muddy. He is not suppressed. That would be him firing on me. Nope, let's just fire 2d6. Let's just hope we roll a 2 or 6. If we roll a 2 or 6, he's dead. We can win this. If we don't, he's suppressed, but he's got smoke, and we're going to back the hell out of here. We already got hit once. I'm not going to chance it again. So I'm going to roll 2d6. 6. That's a hit. Yes. He is destroyed. There's no modifiers. He is destroyed. It says right there. Destroy an AT gun or wheeled vehicle. Hit, always destroy. So he is destroyed. Wreck. That goes away. Alright. He is destroyed. And there's smoke, but that doesn't really not gonna affect anybody because nobody's there anymore. These guys, though, are going to fire on me after this turn. So I have only one command I could do, and I did my command. I fired. So this guy is going to fire on me. He is going to roll a on the B2. He is going to roll on this chart. He gets a +1 for being step loss. He's not suppressed. We are in the woods, so that's a +2. We are in mud, so that's a +3. So he gets a +3 to his die roll. So basically, I don't think anything he rolls he's going to miss, but we'll roll anyways. And he gets a 3, which is good. That would have been a button. +3. Nope. He is actually rolled a 6. So he missed. So now what do I do? Well, right now I don't have a choice. I have to roll on B9 again. Wait, let me think. Hold on. I always forget this. He's the last infantry left, and he did fire on me. He missed. Since he is the last infantry left, he bugs out, as per rules. He did fire on me. He decided to get out of there because he just saw his AT gun go up in an fiery explosion. So he is bugging out. So I'll remove, delete, delete. Alright. I actually won this. I don't know how. I don't know why, because I guess that snake eyes, that was the thing that saved me. I mean, he hit me. The only roll that could have saved me was the snake eyes. I did have to roll for spalling, and that did injure me, but luckily it was just a light injury, which means the next mission I will be back. They're gonna bandage me up. Patton's gonna slap me in the face a couple times, and I'll be back the next mission. He'll say, "You coward, get back into battle." All right. So now it's not over yet, though. Like Yogi Berra said, it's not over till it's over. So we have to check for a counterattack. So 1d6, if I roll a 6, we have to face a counterattack. And believe me, if it's something bad, I'm just going to back out. And I would actually fail the mission, even though you think you've won the mission, but if you get a counterattack and you don't fight off that, because it turns into a defense mission. So let's just hope we don't roll a 6. No 6. Oh, 1. Great roll. Alright, so no counterattack. And if you want to look that up, it's on the SOB. Into combat when all Germans are removed. Where does it say to counterattack? If your tank is operational, attack or assault, roll 1d60 into combat. If it's a 6, mission continues with the German counterattack. Set up the battle board again for a defensive mission. Weather and terrain remain the same, and there's no chance to resupply. So that would be a defensive mission. Of course, I would back out of that. But anyway, we are no counterattack, thank God. So now, at least you saw AT. You saw how, I don't know how you saw that. How it could not penetrate me. You saw a shock, which I was already injured, so you only get one action anyways. But then you saw also a the spalling table that you have to roll on. Basically, that's just debris inside the tank falling on your head. Got a light wound from that. Thank God it was only light. You saw me fire my Willie P. I think you kind of get appreciation of the Willie P. Because that would have screened me. If I wouldn't have killed him, I would have definitely backed out. I would have took 2 turns though. So I probably would have loaded another Willie P. And I probably would have shot another Willie P at him at long range. But thank God I destroyed him that time, so I didn't have to back out. The smoke is double-edged. If I would have fired at him the second time, let's say I backed out and I fired at him, it would be a smoke +1 the next turn. It may miss him, but at least I would suppress him, and the smoke would go back to a +2. So it's good for like backing out, or if you know you're going to be overrun, or so it has its purposes. Willie P does, especially for against anything really, because it can actually destroy tanks. Possible. It's hard, but it's possible. That's why I like it so much. All right, guys. We're gonna roll now on the W1 table to see if we find any war trophies. And that is a 2d6. So let's roll. That is a 8. German rations. Well, better than nothing. It's worth 1 trade value. I think I could get a weapons cleaning kit for that, but I don't have synergy. But I could stock up on some booze in case I do get synergy. I could always restore it. I'm not going to do anything with it right now, but I do get the rations. So we do roll that on here. I don't think I get any medals for this. I mean, just 1 AT gun, 2 infantry, you're not going to get, or 1 infantry, you're not going to get medal for that. So at least I got some rations. So I'm going to increase that to 2. So now we have 2 rations. I really don't have any great didn't do anything great yet. Silver Star, Bronze Star. Don't think I have any of that. If I do, I'll talk about in the next mission. But I do get, for completing the third mission, 1 experience points. So now I do have 2 experience points. Right now I don't think I'm going to spend it on anything. Don't think I'm going to do anything with it right now. I may buy a skill. I was looking at a couple skills, but we'll see what we do later. I'll do that maybe the first part of the next mission before we talk about the mission. If I do decide to do something, I will talk about it. I'll look it over in the book and see if there's anything good to buy for 2 experience. Didn't get any prestige yet. So we just did our jobs. So that is the end of mission 3, guys. We made it through 3 missions. So let me do this, and we got a success. And we get 1 XP plus, oops, plus 1 XP. Alright, so we destroyed a AT gun, pack 38. Pack 38. And we destroyed a infantry work mob. 1 infantry WHR. Alright, so we destroyed 3 infantry squads and a AT gun so far in our campaign. We're on the middle of it. If we get enough, if I get some prestige, I'm definitely going for the 76. In this game, it doesn't matter. 76s are just better. But actually, in the war, if you want just a fun fact, they didn't like the 76s. Not at first, anyway. Till the Easy 8 came out, maybe. But because they had their until they put the muzzle brake on, they had a very bad smoke when they fired, and it obscured their vision. Unlike the 75, which was cleaner. Also, their HE wasn't as good. They didn't have as good HE round, so it didn't do as much damage. In this game, it doesn't matter. I mean, that could be a house rule. You could do something about that, but like a -1 or something on the HE, but or +1. But in this game, it doesn't matter. But in real life, yeah, really, a lot of them prefer the 75. Believe it or not. Alright, so that is the end, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. This is Jamos saying, see you later.